Hey folks, thanks for joining me for my daily workout live from my apartment. It's the beginning of week 3 and I'm going to hit a few different exercises today, but going to privilege the squat movement. So squat's going to be basically at the top of the day after a little bit of core bracing work, and we'll work down from there. So just so you know, the equipment I'm using today, first of all, I got a mat behind me, which you might want because we may be doing some planks, we may be on the forearms or on the palms of the hands, so a mat is always nice to have. I've got a 10-pound ball for my weight. That's all I've got there. If you've got something comparable, dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever, even like a sack of flour, it's all good. Just whatever is decently challenging for you. And then I've got a resistance band, about a 1/2 inch in width there, and I'm going to use that a little bit later on too. Hopefully you've got something comparable. Okay, so I'm going to start with some core bracing work. I'm going to show you a few different variations here because I'm going to do a pretty tough one today. It's going to be a side plank variation known as a star plank, but you can just do a classic side plank if you like. So classic side plank is going to look like this, elbow down on the ground, and you can do either strided feet or you can do stacked feet. So that's the simple version, which you would hold for about 20 seconds, switch to the other side and hold for 20 seconds on that side. You notice I'm keeping a straight line from my heel through the top of my head on that one. If you want to get a little more intense, what I'm going to do today is actually going to be a star plank. So the star plank is going to be from the hand, so from the base of the palm there, and from here I go up like that. So I'm going to hold that star plank for 20 seconds approximately. I'm just counting in my head here. You can totally just do the side plank if you like, but if you want to try this, it is quite challenging for the balance and also pretty intense oblique work as well. You want to make sure that rib cage is not flaring, so you want to think ribs down, so to speak. A few more seconds here. And gently lower yourself back down. We'll switch sides here just so I can keep looking at you. Okay, from here I'm going to start in the high side plank from the hand, and then I'm going to elevate that arm and that leg. Ooh, that's tough on that side. Once again, we want to think ribs down. Notice my top foot is only about 12 inches higher than my other foot. That's all you really need. A few more seconds here. And relax. Little rest, going to hit that one more time, and that's going to be the core bracing for the day. I'm going to spice things up just a little bit, even more, and I'm going to do a little bit of, you could call it abduction with that one. I call it the star plank with the wave. And you'll see what I mean in just a few seconds here. Once again, you can just hit the straight side plank from the elbow, either stacked feet, strided feet, however you want to do it. Stacked feet is a little bit tougher than strided because it's challenging your balance in a different way as well, just so you know. Okay, so from here, I'm on the base of that palm, and then from here I'm going to do 10 abductions, or the wave, which is coming in, going out, just like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is the tough side for me. This is live, so anything can happen. We'll see how it goes. All right, from here, I'm bridging up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and gently lowering. So that's going to be the core bracing work for today, folks. Usually I do 2 exercises there, but those ones are particularly intense, so I thought let's just hit one really solid one. Okay, so resistance stuff. Got 4 exercises for you. Starting with the squat, we're going to work into some upper body push, some hinge, and then some upper body pull. So with those 4 movements, we're going to hit different muscle groups and basically work the whole body. And also, movements are all functional as well, which is nice because they translate well into stuff that you might do every day. So first things first, I'm going to hit some split squats, which I'll show you from the side. It's going to be goblet style split squats, meaning I'm holding the weight close to my chest with my elbows tucked in like so. So the split squat is going to be basically a unilateral exercise, so one leg at a time. So we're going to hit 10 reps, but it's going to end up being 20 because it's going to be 10 per side. So I'm going to step back with that back foot. I want to be not too narrow but not too wide, so I still want my balance. You notice I'm sort of up on the big toe and the back foot. My front foot is flat on the ground. I want to keep that front foot flat. I want to be driving through the heel, but I also want my big toe and my little toe to be clamping down like a claw almost. And from here, I'm going to go straight down, dip that back knee down. Don't have to touch the floor, but I can sort of kiss the floor. I just don't want to rest on it, okay? Driving through the heel, most of my weight's in the front foot. That's 3, 4, neutral spine, nice tight core. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching legs, going to do the same thing on this side, of course. You want to think of that front foot once again as like a claw, like 3 claws, or like a tripod, big toe, little toe, heel. You want to be nice and balanced, keeping that foot flat in the ground, dipping down with that knee. 1, 2, 3, neutral spine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next thing I got for you is going to be an overhead press. I'm also going to use the ball, but you can use a dumbbell or whatever you got. I'm going to do this in a tall kneel position. So basically I'm on both knees and I've got my hips locked forward the whole time. So I'm not doing this. I'm doing this, but I'm keeping the ribs down, core nice and tight. I'm going to do one arm at a time here. I'm going to start like this, elbow pointing forward. The weight is just above the collarbone, just above the shoulder there. And from here, it's just a straight press up. Locking out the elbow at the top. 3, 4, keeping those ribs down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, tall kneel press on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From here, just going to keep rolling. This is how we work the cardio in. Keep our rest periods nice and short. So for this is going to be a simple Romanian deadlift. So I'm actually going to start down here from the bottom, about mid-shin height. My spine is nice and neutral, my core is nice and tight. My stance isn't too wide. I have soft knees here. My shoulders are back, upper back's nice and tight. I'm going to drive through the heels, and I'm going to push the hips forward and get tall. And then when I go down, I'm going to push my butt back. So once again, the hips are leading the movement. That ball's going to go straight up and down. It's not going to swing out in front of me, just like that. I want to think lifting with my legs. Hips start the movement. I don't want to see rounding or arching in the lower back. Doesn't have to be this slow. I just want to show you for the first time. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last one of the 4. Gonna feel nice and easy, hopefully. Just your band pull apart. So this is an awesome one for the upper back, for the scapular muscles. And it's a great way to reverse this posture, because a lot of us are in this posture all the time, bent over our desks or whatever, on the computer all day. This opens us up and does the reverse of that, and it can be really great if you, especially if you get tightness in the chest. So I'm going to start with a little bit of tension on that band. My arms are straight out, my shoulders are down, away from the ears. I'm pulling out, and hopefully that band hits me in the chest. A little bit of squeeze. Those shoulder blades coming together and back. Okay, 5, 6. Once again, watch that rib cage flare. 7. Not too picky about the stance on this one. That's 9. That's 10. Take a little breather if you need it. Those are the 4 exercises. I mean 10, 10, 10, 10 in that order. Gonna do that whole circuit 2 more times. I'm gonna keep going right on through here. That's once again how I get that, build that cardio work in while I'm stuck inside. Okay, so our split squats. 1 foot forward. Remember, we're up on that back toe. Most of the weight's on that front foot. Driving through that heel. 1, 2. Big toe, little toe clamping down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching legs here. Same idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Let's switch right into those tall kneel press. Okay. Elbow point forward, ribs down, nice and tight, hips locked out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now back to our Romanian deadlifts. All right, nice and soft in the knees, not too wide in the stance. Pushing those hips back. I'm going to start at the bottom here. I'm keeping my upper back nice and tight, core nice and tight, hips come forward, driving through the heels, getting tall, just like that. Push the butt back to lower. Hips always leading the movement. With your hips leading the movement, it really reduces the temptation for the lower back to get involved. Of course, in any hinge, the back is going to be involved, but we want to make sure it's not doing the lion's share of the work. 3 more here. Last one. And that's 10. Right into our band pull aparts. This one is sort of halfway between a stretch and a resistance exercise. It's almost like your active rest, which is kind of what I like about it. Don't worry, we'll get into some more difficult pull stuff tomorrow. But for today, let's look at this almost as restorative. We're halfway. 6, 7. Keeping those shoulders down and back away from the ears. You want to be showing lots of neck. We got one more. What I mean by that is don't get all shrugged up. Think of it as a reverse shrug, those shoulders back and down. All right, little breather here. We got one more circuit of all of those to go. And that's it for today, folks. I'm going to keep it real short and simple. We'll definitely add finishers on as we progress through the week. But for day one, especially with unilateral exercises and the high volume, the sort of bigger compound lifts like the squats and the hinge, I like to take it just a little bit easier because this is just the first day of 6. Okay, so let's hit those split squats. Goblet style, of course. Where was I starting? Left foot forward. Okay, from here, that knee dips down. I drive through that front foot, primarily through the heel. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching legs. Same idea here. Keep pushing that big toe down, especially. 1. For most people, it really wants to come up, and then you lose your balance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right into those tall kneel presses. Hips locked out, elbow point forward. When we push up, we're going to exhale and push those ribs down, like so. Just like that. That's 5. 2 more. Switching it up. Keep the core nice and tight. 3 more. 9, 10. All right, if you're feeling good, you can roll right on into those Romanian deadlifts. Nice soft knees here. That ball's going straight up and down. Just get tall at the top. Pushing those hips forward. Nice tight core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, And lastly, just some band pull-aparts. And from here, you can roll right on into your cool down, stretching, foam rolling, whatever you got. Just make sure you do a little something to bring you down from this after the workout. Okay, shoulders back and down, lots of neck, and a little squeeze as we bring those shoulder blades together and back. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. All right, folks, that's it for today. Keeping it quick and simple. Tomorrow I'll be back and primarily hitting some upper body push, so you can expect some kind of pressing to be happening tomorrow if you tune in, as well as a bunch of other totally new exercises, and we will be adding a finisher tomorrow, so it should be nice and difficult. And thanks for tuning in, joining me during my workout. I had fun. Hope you did too. This will be on YouTube if you want to check it out later on. Thanks very much, and have yourselves a great day.